what we're seeing happening right here in Maryland, not even at the national level, forget Silicon Valley to some extent, what we're seeing in Maryland is a pattern that's starting to develop, which is technology company comes in, redefines the status quo, and then regulation comes at some point later. And I think we're seeing that now with an industry that's already been incredibly disrupted. And when we talk about disruption, we're talking about shedding human labor, shedding human wages, and diverting more of that capital directly into the pockets of these tech CEOs and their boards and their shareholders. So we already know that the transportation, what used to be mostly cab drivers, a lot of them own their own cars. That gave way just within the last decade or so to Uber and Lyft and all these ride-sharing companies, which gigified a full-time occupation. And now we're seeing that gig economy giving way to an economy that doesn't require human labor. And so we're seeing Waymo announce that it is coming to the East Coast. They've been operating in the West Coast and in places like San Francisco and Arizona and California for a few years. I remember I was out in SF for a union conference in San Jose, and I got a ride from my cousin or cousin's boyfriend to San Francisco, and I saw one of these cars for the first time, and it was pretty eerie. And again, as Andy mentioned, we're not against technology, but we do need to be mindful of the impact that it has on people. And so when Waymo announced that it was coming, I think a logical and rational thing for folks with responsibility over government and regulation and public safety in Maryland and in Baltimore to do would be to consult experts and decide how to respond.